This is one of an occasional videos in which Center for Advanced Professional Education faculty offer practice wisdom. In this video, Dr. Pauline Wallin talks about clinicians' ambivalence about making money.
I want to talk about money.
Okay.
It's the elephant in the room, when it comes to discussions on private practice.
Mm-hmm.
We discuss money with each other quite a bit, like on professional listservs.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of complaining about the poor reimbursements the insurance companies are giving. Back in the 1970s, and I remember that sort of well, this was before managed care. I used to bill insurance companies. It was covered by insurance, $50 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I got $50. But in today's money, that same $50 translates into $198
Mm-hmm.
per hour. And no managed care company pays anywhere close to that. So, people are aware of that. We complain to one another about how we deserve more. But when it comes to actually sitting down with the client and setting our fees, it's like we're conflicted.
Yeah.
It's okay, we should earn enough money, but getting rich is resented. It's considered exploitive, that we're taking advantage of people. But of all the mental health ethics codes, none of the ethics codes says you should not make a lot of money, that it's wrong to make a lot of money. You do have to address your fees and your policies on payment with clients. That's in the ethics codes.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no ethical requirement that we have to offer a sliding scale or that we have to provide a reduced fee.
And yet people kind of tug at your heartstrings and you really want to bend over backward to make it work for them.
Right. We are caring people, but we make money decisions emotionally rather than logically.
Exactly.
Most of the people that we see in private practice are not indigent. They can afford the necessities, they have jobs, and they have a little left over for discretionary spending. They spend on what they value. Our colleagues sometimes say, well, how can they budget for therapy? They can't afford $150 a week, or people can't afford that. Well, when people say they can't afford therapy, it may be because they really don't have the money or the means.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, it could be they'd rather spend it on other things like restaurants or new furniture or sporting activities. I just want to give an example of how people pay for things.
Mm-hmm.
Credit card use is at an all-time high. And I just looked up the statistics on bankruptcy filings, personal bankruptcy filings, and they have been declining for years since 2008, since the crash. So people are managing, they're putting things on credit cards, and they're paying their bills, and it's really not up to us to protect them from debt.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about setting fees on our listserv, and I mentioned that I'm out of network and I don't have a sliding scale, and this young man with anxiety problems couldn't afford both rent and therapy.
Mm-hmm.
So he moved in to his parents' basement for a few months while he saw me for therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And I got such angry backlash from my colleagues that I was taking advantage of this poor young man and that I should have offered him a lower fee. But he didn't ask me to reduce my fee. He gladly paid it. He found value in what he was getting, and it was worth it to him to choose to pay for therapy rather than for rent. And the happy ending to this story is that within a year or so, he had been underemployed, and within a year or so, he found a new job at double his previous salary. So he got pretty good value out of that therapy, which was maybe, I don't know at the time, maybe $2,000, and he got like a $20-some thousand raise in his job.
Nice return on investment.
Yeah, so we'll be discussing money issues in our boot camp and in our CAPE courses. And these discussions are always interesting and informative, not just for the information you learn about money, but the information you learn about yourself.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Pauline.
This video has been one in a series in which CAPE faculty members offer practice tips. We hope it's been helpful. For more information about CAPE and its programming, please click the link below this video.